Alright, so if you've been watching the series I've done in this world for a while now, you're no stranger to the stupid mistakes I've made. I probably make one just about every episode. Last episode being blowing up my starter house with the wither on accident, which I still haven't fixed, because it's kind of minor damage, but I'm just a little too lazy to get that done. And I think this one has to be one of my biggest yet. So, right, the reason it's taken so long to get a video out is because I spent I've spent 5 days on the video where I built the museum exterior here, and I was just about to get it out, and then when I'm about to export it over to YouTube, I accidentally hit delete on it instead of getting it into YouTube. So that was 5 days wasted, and then I've just kind of not touched the world for the past 3 days because I was pretty annoyed with myself, and so I like to just kind of forget forget about things when I do stuff like that. So luckily, I do still have the time lapse where I built these walls. So I am going to show that real quick. And then we can basically I'm gonna kind of talk through some things on it, explain a few things, and that will be the episode, because like I want an episode to focus solely around this build because I spent so long on it. It's just not going to be an hour long like it was going to be before I deleted it. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse, and I'll explain some parts of the build once that's done. back from the time lapse. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I put a lot of work into that one compared to the first one I made, clearing out this hill. I think it was, yeah, it was up here that I cleared out when I did that. Point being, man, I just completely lost my train of thought. Point being, it was a lot more work. I think it was like 2 hours of me just placing blocks. So, somehow I managed to condense that down to like 3 minutes. And I would like to give a quick shout out to Crinkles on YouTube. That's the channel name. Just Crinkles, not the on YouTube part. For that music. They also, sorry about the noises. I kinda didn't light it up under here, so I need to do that, but right now it's just very noisy. But anyways, Crinkles makes music on YouTube. It has a bunch of music, even. And they just give it out. They say it's free for any use. For anyone, which is awesome. It's, you know, they do it like a lot of work, because they have a lot of songs, and a lot of albums, and so they do a lot of work and then just kind of hand that out for free to people, which I think is great. That's a cool thing to do. So, if you liked the music in the time-lapse and want to hear more of it, just go check them out. See what else they've made. But I think that's who I'm going to use for time-lapse music from now on, because I really like their stuff. Some of it is not as, like, intense as the one that was in the time-lapse as well. Some of it is a lot more calming, and so if you like that kind of thing more, then you should also go check it out. So, yeah. But now that that's done, let's get explaining some things. So, you can't, it's actually kind of hard to tell what's going on in these windows with the shaders on, but I put 4 stained glass windows around the exteriors, so let me get these shaders off, because you can actually tell what's going on way better without them. There you go. Alright. And it's just a lot easier to see, because it's like, they're less transparent. The color's more noticeable. So, 2 of these are physical locations, and then the other 2 kind of just tell a story with their art. So, yes, it's art. I really made art here by placing a few stained glass blocks. So, if you've been watching the channel for a while, not just this series, then you'll know at some point in my creative super flat world where I would test builds out, I built a log house, so that's right here in the center here, the log, and then on either side were the, some of the very first custom trees I had ever built, because, they were the second and third custom trees I have ever built in the entire game of Minecraft, which is cool. Which I haven't done a custom tree in a while, because I haven't done one for this world. Ignore the holes. I haven't done one for this world yet, which, you know, I'm planning on doing that. I've just, you know, taking it slow, one build at a time. Still gotta fix up that farm that I could not get to work. Yeah. It's just easier to break through my wall than waste a rocket. So, I think the log one is cool. The trees definitely look ugly, but I couldn't really make it look any better. And then this one is just, it's very clear and simple what it is. It's the creeper farm, the gunpowder farm that I have in this world over in the industrial district. And then that's the stone underneath it. So, not much to that one. It's pretty simple, really. Then we come over here, and the whole outside here is symmetrical, because I just felt that fit the best. For big buildings, usually, you know, they're gonna be, like, just real life, like, speaking in, like, real architecture. Bigger buildings probably have more funding, right? So they're going to be, like, symmetrical and fancy and all that. And then smaller houses are gonna be, like, weird and irregular. Is just kind of the logic I'm going with. So this building is symmetrical at the moment. So perfectly mirrored on this side, we have the other two stained glass windows. And this one tells the story of two different things. And it's kind of funny that it ended up being two different things, because if you watched back when I did hardcore, which was like a year and a half ago now, every time I don't do it anymore because I just really sucked at hardcore, to put it truthfully, like, to not sugarcoat it. I was not good. I would die all the time. And every time I died, I would just go, well, I don't want to stop playing, so I'll just make a new season. So, it was season 3. Season 3 was the longest lasting. I did like 7 seasons, and then I was like, I might as well just start a normal survival world, and that's when this was made. But season 3, which was over a year ago that I started, I had just built my starter house, and I really liked that world. I'm sad that I died, but I just built my starter house and had some green in a carpet that I needed. Some lime green, so I was going out to get green dye so I could craft that. And, I died trying to find a desert. I never found a desert. I never got cacti in that world. I never found a desert. And I wasn't even recording when I died, so I didn't even get, like, footage of my death, which sucked. But that's that. That's why I put it into the build, and then in the footage that I accidentally deleted for this episode, it also took me like ages to find a desert for the green dye just for these little cactus kind of things here. So it kind of fits this world and that hardcore world. And then hopefully we can finish this up before night. Oh yeah, the wither's still somewhere over there. He's underground, so it's not like much of a danger, but it still kind of worries me. And then this one is by far my favorite. I really like the nether star here. So this is supposed to be my skin here. This is my arm reaching out, and it's holding up the nether star. And I like this one because it's just simple. The nether star looks really good. And this world is the first time I've ever fought the wither not in creative mode. So I like it being here. This is white glass because, you know, there's no like peach glass, but I mean, I'm basically that pale in real life, so it fits. And that is most of what needs to be explained about the exterior here. Obviously, you know, there's not much else to it, just normal walls. I am currently working on the interior. I want to make it like white and marbly kind of looking, but it's like kind of hard to make that look good. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing with that. 'Cause yeah, I've just had some trouble making things look all right. And then down here, I actually had to shift this bottom part around like 4 different times because it wasn't in line with the front door, and I needed it to be. So now that I've finally got all that done, things are sorted down here. Wait. Oh, it stops... Weird, it stops rendering the signs from like a really close distance. I don't know why it does that. But I think before I work on the interior, I want to finish up these plots down here, because I do need to do those replicas of various bases that I've had. that mean a lot to the channel. So, yeah, that's about it. Next episode, I don't know if I'm going to be working here. I kind of want to get back to that sugarcane firework kind of whole farm thing, but it's also like, I don't know what the point of working on that more would even be, because I don't understand what's going on with that. Like, I thought I was grasping, jeez, I thought I was grasping the concepts of the crafters, but I was not. I was not at any point doing that. Because I figured out how to make, things auto-craft when they used one material, but if you add 2 different materials in, it makes it 10 times more complicated. So I might just give up on that, honestly, even though I really don't want to. It just seems so, like, not worth it. Because it takes like 10 extra seconds to craft rockets manually. In the long run, it would be nice to just be able to open a chest full of stacks of rockets, but other than that, I really don't see the benefits to it. Ripping my hair out just to get a slightly more efficient kind of farm going. So, I just want to come over here and see what's going on over here. Because I've kind of forgotten. Oh, yeah! I have started growing cocoa beans, so I can always have a brown dye. I got cacti. I made sure I had enough to grow here as well. I forgot both of these things, actually. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this. If we come down here, okay. If we come down here, it is just a mess. And I don't think, well, yeah, I've blocked it off, so no paper's coming down into here. If any of it's getting made, it's like getting despawned on the smooth, polished deep slate, not smooth deep slate. But it's not even getting crafted here, because I haven't implemented the non-overflow into these crafters, which you have to do to make sure they don't overflow, because for some reason they can't craft it if it's overflowing. Which is, I think is just such a dumb feature. Why would you make it that complicated? It's annoying. Gonna get rid of that, because I think that's from the thumbnail for one of the episodes I was working with them, and I just haven't moved it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that farm. It's just so much easier to grab this out and make it manually. And it's disappointing, because I wanted it to work out, and I've spent a lot of time on that. But I don't know if it will. So hold on. Alright, well, that is about it. We'll get working on something next time, and thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, even early morning, like, you know, 1 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. I probably won't have anything out soon after this one, because I am going away for spring break. If I can manage to get one recorded in the same night as I'm doing this one, then there will be something out, but that'll come out. I'll schedule that one to come out while I'm away. But if not, I'll just get back to recording once I'm fully back. So there's nothing for you to do but wait. But again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.